without feedback. The streets too sweet, lighting too bright, house not cleaned properly. So for all that constructive feedback, I would like to invite our general evaluator, A.M. Rahul, to lead the evaluation session.
So are you all excited for the evaluation section?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll first be starting with the speech evaluation. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Abhitav, who is going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Abhitav. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Abhitav.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. There is very small difference between extraordinary and ordinary. And that is what extra was demonstrated by Toastmaster Anuga in her speech. A big round of applause for her. The speech was very well structured. She was able to communicate the message well, and there was a call to action at the end of the speech about the myth and misunderstanding and people's perception about the beauty and how a beauty has to be really evaluated. So that message was very well delivered at the end of the speech. In the beginning of the speech, she came to the stage and accepted one fear about herself with little bit humor, so that gave her more confidence in the speech. So that was very well gaining the confidence in the stage. And the impact starts not when we deliver the first word of the speech. The impact starts when speaker walks to the stage, make first appearance to the audience, and make a first eye contact with the people who are going to listen to the speech. And this was done very beautifully. In her speech, throughout, everyone was able to make eye contact as well as engage. So it was a good part of the speech. Her stage movement was very appropriate. It was not very loud, not very minimal. So well done there. One of the best part of the overall speech was that one of the objective of the speech, that was hand gesture and facial expressions. And in her speech, she was able to complement hand gestures and facial experiment throughout the speech. In one part of the speech, she got a little nervous. She took a little longer pause, and that is sometimes happen when we get nervous, when it is not that many times practiced, but she handled that situation well and bring back to the normal speech very soon. So good comeback. At the end, one improvement I would like to suggest, that is the vocal variety. There, even though her speech was throughout very soft, but maybe she can add more vocal variety in her speech that can add more value to the overall speech. I would like to congratulate Anuga for the speech delivered so far. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhitav, for the wonderful evaluation for Toastmaster Anuga's speech. Now it is time to invite the second evaluator. Today's second evaluator is Toastmaster Satya, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Keshav's speech. A big round of applause, please.
Toastmaster Keshav started the speech with a thought-provoking question, which immediately grabbed the attention of the audience. Then Later by, you had a very good, well-written speech, the well-written structure. It was clear, cohesive, which just show how much well-researched the topic was, especially the concept of neurons, the different models you explained. It shows how much you have gone through the strong researchers. These were the few recommendations which I felt that you really put in. And while the speech we are going on, you make sure you address all the people in the audience and show your eye contact to different audience members. Now, if I talk about the recommendations, I think the pace of the speech was very fast. You would have paused in between, you would have taken when you're going from one transition to another, or you're putting the key points. There were points where you said there were 2 points in the neural model, or there were 2 middle neurons. You would have made sure you showed the fingers out there. You would have used the stage movement. Point number 1, point number 2, then you would have that. One of the points which I felt there was lack of stage movement. No doubt you were moving here and there, but it should be purposeful. When you're giving one transition, stick there, give your speech, give your thought, move around. Moving here and there will not help you, and it will also make sure that you sound less confident about it. At the end, what I really would like to say that you started with a very thoughtful question, and you also make sure that in between you keep asking questions to the audience to help sure you engage. But one thing which I felt you really lacked of was the pauses in the transitions. And in the end, you really had a well-structured speech, which really showed how much you are enthusiastic with speeches. I personally feel your purpose of the speech, purpose to write a speech, the objective was fulfilled, but with recommendation of what I have said earlier would really help you grab a better attention for the speech and when you come on the stage. On that note, thank you everyone. Back to the general.
Toastmasters session. Now, on this auspicious occasion, I would like to invite this third evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit. A big round of applause, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So I am evaluating Toastmaster Vikram. On this auspicious occasion, he delivered a very wonderful speech on happiness. And what I personally liked about this speech is how he started. He started with a question, given choice between happiness and success. So this is a really good way to begin the speech. Second thing is that this time the speaker used the right amount of pauses. He was not rushing through the speech. He used the right pauses at the right time. The third thing is the usage of facts. He was just not saying something because he believed into it. He was backing the information with facts, like 31% increase in the productiveness because of happiness. And also I really like the 21-day streak thing which is shared by him. So overall wonderful speech. Also the voice tonality thing was really good, like he said long, right? Saying long and long is there's a difference between them. So voice tonality was also good. My recommendation to the speaker is what I found at some point is that the body language was a bit loose and the neck was tilted at some point. So my recommendation is to keep the body straight all the time, spine straight all the time. Otherwise, it gives a kind of the loose body language doesn't come out well. So that's the recommendation. Apart from that, I don't have any recommendation. In conclusion, I would like to say that the speech was wonderful. The objective of the speech to deliver a well-organized speech was completely met. The speech was research-based and fact-based. So kudos to him. And if he keep on delivering such wonderful speeches by focusing on few aspects of body language, the speaker will be among the great ones of this club. Thank you, everyone.
Toastmaster Ankit. Now it is time to invite the evaluator for the table topics, all in part-2 speeches, and today's table topics evaluator is Toastmaster Anurag. I would request Toastmaster Anurag, please.
Thanks, Toastmaster Rahul. Hello, everyone. What a most precious table topic session today by Toastmaster Jessica. She explained Oreo approach and in the beginning, and also topic selection was really good. I'm really impressed that topics were about Diwali and they were easy to understand by everyone. So this is something good about it. Now I would like to share something before starting my evaluation. So as per the Albert Mehrabian research, 58% body language, 38% tone of voice. So combining both of this, it becomes 93% of whole communication what we are doing, and 7% is words. So if you are speaking something, whatever you are speaking, it's just 7%. The way you deliver matters more than what you deliver. Okay, so now starting with the first speaker, first we have Toastmaster Aishwarya. Her topic was around childhood memory of celebrating Diwali. Now first of all, coming to recommendations, she looks very confident on stage. Now what more? Come to recommendations. So this is recommendation. She could focus on stage movement, eye contact with the audience, and so these are the two areas I believe she should focus on. Rest, other things will follow accordingly. Now, next we have guest puja. Her topic was around introduce Diwali to someone unaware about it, right? So coming to commendation, she has a good hand gesture while on stage and very good eye contact with the audience. But in recommendation, I noticed that stage movement could be improved because she was just standing in one place only. So now moving on to the next we have guest Manu. His topic is around keeping traditional intact or modern in Diwali, something around it. And coming to commendation, he appeared very confident on stage, and he also showed really good hand gestures while explaining things. So this is something good about him. Only one recommendation for him is about stage movement. He was also standing at one place only while delivering. Next, coming to Toastmaster Monita. Her topic was around Diwali involved cleaning and decluttering. What do you want to let go this time? So this was her topic. Now coming to commendations, she also showed good hand gesture and she was also confident on the stage. Now coming to recommendations, stage movement could be improved. Also I noticed her eye contact was missing with the audience. So these are the two areas she could work on. Next we have guest Misha. Her topic is Diwali help in building more empathetic society, right? In commendations, she was very confident on stage. And when it comes to recommendation, it appears to me that she is very louder. Her voice could be more soothing if she lowered it down. Her eye contact could also improve because she was not looking or covering all the audiences. And stage movement could also improve because she was standing in one place only while speaking. So these are few recommendations for her. Now coming to Toastmaster Nancy, her topic was around you are Diya during Diwali, tell your story. In commendation, I noticed she has good hand gesture and very good eye contact with the audience. And I don't find any area of improvement for her. No recommendation for her. Next, we have guest Deepak. For him, good eye contact and very confident on stage. But in recommendation, I noticed that he has close hand gesture while on stage. He was closing his hand, and next I noticed over stage movement. He was moving here and there. And as I already mentioned multiple times, if we are on stage, we should move with a purpose. So these are some of the areas that you can work on. Next we have Toastmaster section. If Diwali was a person, this was his topic, and he was very confident on stage, showed very good hand gesture. Voice tonality is also really impressive for me, and he has low pitch and very calm voice. No recommendation for him. Next we have Toastmaster Dipanshu. So his topic was around how you celebrate Diwali differently compared to when you grown up, something around it. So in commendation, good hand gesture on stage, vocal variety is also good. He also very confident, and he showed very good eye contact with the audiences. But I noticed stage movement was missing. He was just standing in one place during the whole speech. Now coming to our 10th speaker, Toastmaster Man. Darkness in society that we could eliminate. In commendation, very good stage movement. He was also very confident on stage and covered all the audiences. No recommendation for him. So, if you might have noticed that my evaluation is more around how you delivered your speech. And because as I already mentioned, 93% of public speaking is around your delivery rather than your words. So in my evaluation, nothing is about your content. It's more about how you present your thoughts. So this is from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
For the detailed table topics evaluation. Now it is the time to invite the tag team. Let's first start with the grammarian for today's meeting, and today's grammarian is Toastmaster Man. A big round of applause, please.
What an auspicious meeting we had today. First of all, I would like to tell that the speakers of today used the word of the day 9 times. That's very good. So TM Shriya used once, TM Rahul used twice, TM Nenshi once, TM Keshav and TM Vikrant once, and TM Anurag and Ankit, they also used once. Now coming to the creative and good usage of grammar. First, TM Shriya said timeless lessons. Smallest diya can light up and end darkness. Then TM Vikrant said the ripple effect. Happiness is contagious. Again, TM Shriya used the butterfly session, cognizant festivities. TM Nisha used some creative usage like cognizant and pet parents. TM Dipanshu quoted going with the flow. And now coming to incorrect usage of grammar. Someone in this speech said, was such crackers where the sentence made sense as was crackers only. Then someone said, come back normal in his food. It would have been got normal quickly. Then someone said, doesn't come out well. It should have been, doesn't look well. Someone said, very louder. Then it should have been very loud. And cover all audiences should have been covered all audiences. That's all. Thank you.
Now it is time to feel Harsh. By inviting the young Dr. Toastmaster Harsh, a big round of applause, please.
So, what an auspicious report by TM Maya.
that makes the workout of the day to day, I guess. Yeah. So, following the auspicious report by TM Maya, I have my report. And unlike the grammarian who doesn't take names of people who did mistakes, I am a bit harsher. That I'll take names of people who actually who actually did those filler words, and you shouldn't count me because I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. Obviously. So first up is again TM man. He said ours way too many times. So in this report, wherever a speaker says a filler word more than 5 times, I'll just say that he said it many times. He said so once, repeated the word the, and took one pause. TM Nayan, she said R twice, like twice, and that's it. TM Shriya repeated the word and the rest of her speech was flawless. TM Dipanshu said the word R once. TM Deepak said multiple times. TM Sumit was flawless. TM Anubha said R once and took one pause. TM Amitabh, not Amitabh, TM Abhidab said R twice and took one pause. TM Keshav said R multiple times, many times, more than 5 times. TM Keshav again said twice. So once, repeated the word who and took one pause. TM Saksham was flawless. TM Vikrant said R once. TM Ankit said R once and so once. TM Dishita said R twice. TM Aishwarya said R multiple times, more than 5 times. TM Aishwarya said so twice. TM Pooja said R once. TM Manu said R twice. TM Monica said R once. TM Nishita was flawless. And TM Anurag said R more than 5 times. So that was it from my side. I just have one recommendation to all of you that instead of saying and you can focus more on your breathing and take a pause instead. So doing that, my report will be shorter and I'll have this work. So.
Now it is time to invite the final member of the tag team, the timer. A big round of applause, please.
On this auspicious occasion of Diwali, today we have all gathered to improve our skills. And here is the time report of today. Starting with the prepared speeches, TM Anubhav took 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Here the time interval was 5 to 7 minutes with additional 20 seconds as indicated. TM Keshav took 4 minutes 40 seconds. Finally, TM Vikrant took 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Coming on to the next section, table topics. Here the list is quite long. Starting with TM Aishwarya took 1 minute. Guest Pooja took 57 seconds. Guest Manu took 1 minute and 15 seconds. TM Monica took 1 minute and 17 seconds. Guest Nisha took 1 minute 4 seconds. Then TM Dipanshu took 1 minute 4 seconds. TM Deepak took 1 minute 57 seconds. And TM Saksham took 1 minute 32 seconds. TM Nancy took 1 minute 17 seconds. In our final evaluation section, TM Amitabh took 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Here the time limit was 2 to 3 minutes and with a grace period of 30 seconds. So we completed this in time. Next was Saksham, he took 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And finally TM Ankit took 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sumit, for the detailed evaluation. Now it is time for me to share my report. Let's start with the SAR. SAR started with energy and it was started on time. So, great work. Deciding officer, Toastmaster Nancy, as always, it was really started with a positive aura. One recommendation, it was a bit lengthy because of 30 seconds discussion for the audience interaction. That can be shortened. Next, T-Mod Toastmaster share. It was really engaging session, and I could see almost everyone participated. It was engaged throughout the session. Now coming to the table topic master, she shared the audio approach, and the table topics were around the theme, so that was really great thing. One recommendation for Toastmaster Dishita, table topic master, is that you have to introduce the topic in this fashion. First the speaker name, then the topic, and then the speaker name. So you are actually sharing the topic twice, and that is it. You don't have to explain, you don't have to clarify the words even if the speaker does not know about the word. The speaker has to speak, doesn't matter if the speaker understands. Okay, now moving forward with the speech evaluators. All the speech evaluators did great work in evaluating and sharing the report in detail. One recommendation for Toastmaster Amitabh, I could see you shared a lot of positives in Toastmaster Amitabh's speech. There were a lot of positives, but you have to limit it to 2-3 max and share examples as well. Now coming to Toastmaster Saksham, again it was well organized evaluation with recommendations, commendations, but I could see CRC approach was not properly in the evaluation. You started with the recommendation, then shared started with the commendation, then shared the recommendation, and then again you kind of shared commendation and later on summarized the evaluation. So there was kind of the commendation and summarization was kind of the line between them were blurred. So when you are evaluating, you have to use CRC approach or any other approach, but usually we use CRC approach. You first share commendations, 2-3 commendations, recommendation 2-3, and then summarize the commendation. You don't have to again share the commendations. Now coming to the third speech evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit, it was perfect evaluation. I could see CRC approach and no recommendation for Toastmaster Ankit. Now coming to Toastmaster Anurag, the table topics evaluator, very well detailed report about all the table topics speeches. Recommendations were shared and commendations were shared. But I could see a lot of speakers had no recommendation. We can share at least one. Nobody is perfect. Now, one more thing, table topic evaluator does not have to evaluate the table topic master. It is the task of the general evaluator to evaluate the table topic master. Now coming to the tag team, Gravarian, our counter, both of them shared detailed report, no recommendations. Now coming to timer, all the speakers and impromptu speeches were perfectly noted and shared the report for. But I can see the timing report for T-Mod, SA and presiding officer were missing. So there were some inconsistencies. Now, report in general. Let's first start with the positives. Meeting started on time, that is a great positive. And I can see the audience actively participated throughout the session, so that was also great. Now, few recommendations. I could see very few entries in the register outside. I would recommend everyone to please share the details. If you are not comfortable, do not share the number, but at least add your name and timing so that we know how many people actually attended meetings. Then I could see a few role players still coming late. So I would recommend everyone to please be on time so that we can start smoothly. For the feedback sheet, there are few recommendations from me. First, I could see there were mandatory fields, a lot of mandatory fields for all these speakers, role players. So we can remove that mandatory one so that if the audience wants to share feedback of you, they can do that as well. Now, I could also see some of the members are not actually going through the pathways and going through the assignments and preparing the speech. They're mostly preparing the speech and just sharing the evaluation resource and then just giving the speech. The right way to do is just go through the assignment. You will see there are a lot of techniques to actually help you out in framing the speech. Now, I will see a very few disturbances across throughout the session, but there were few, so I would recommend everyone to please do not go out or come inside the session or meeting when the speaker is on stage. It is quite disturbing, and I can see the certificates and everything could be arranged beforehand because the polythene or the plastic bag is actually making a lot of noise. That is it from me. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, PM Rahul. You know, up till now I thought burning crackers or sweets would make me happy. But what made me even more happier today is coming on this stage and getting out of my comfort zone. With just 1 hour of sleep, I chose to come on the stage and fulfill the DMOD responsibility. On that note, wishing you all a very happy Diwali. Diwali reminds us to remove silence over expression, to remove darkness over lights, and to remove fear over courage. In this Toastmasters, we learn to remove our fears and get up, stand up on the stage and learn public speaking skills. So kudos to each one of us. I think everybody of us stepped on the stage and took the opportunity to speak. Thank you all for having an engaging session. On that note, I would like to hand it over to our presiding officer, DM Nayanji.
What a glowing meeting we had, right?
Yes.
So my meeting form has already been shared. I would like to request members to please assist guests, and I would like to request guests to please tell what you love the most about the meeting. Guest Misha, please.
I think the one thing I liked the most about the meeting was probably her speech. I'm coming from an all-girls college, and I can actually relate to whatever she's saying. And also, most importantly, the kind of insight she shares about what society looks like right now and how we can change it. That's something that I really like.
Yes, ma'am, please.
So, my evaluation about this particular meeting is that it's a wholesome one, coverage is good, and the people from all kind of ages are there. So I'm happy to listen to people who are almost 10-15 years younger to me, and I'm the most eldest one here. So just trying to comprehend how the people are recommending what they have in their mind in the full free speech, and that is the way I take this meeting.
So when he said I'm the most elder member within this room, so he's talking only about himself. Connection to this. And the one thing which I really liked was the candid and detailed feedback. So everyone in your vicinity tried to perk you up, which is the right thing. Like she said, instead of giving them an ideal definition of beauty, we should encourage them, think positive about themselves. And likewise, when we seek feedback about our communication skills, people usually try to give us comfort. Whereas herein we got candid feedback, everyone was so much upfront about the recommendation and the area of improvements, which is I think the key thing to be a better speaker. Thank you.
I hope results are prepared. And if anyone has not voted, please vote it right now for the better and true results.
This is direct between this.
Sorry?
This is
Oh.
direct for questions.
who has not voted?
You get vote.
There are only 10 votes in now, so if anyone has more votes.
One speaker is already disqualified. I guess Keshav,
They are not
4
voted.
minutes.
Minimum time is 4 minutes 30 seconds.
Okay, sorry.
And she,
Yes.
I think Nanda, you can share the voting form as well.
Yes, I would like to request our members to please assist guests so that guests can also give the feedback.
Feedback is something.
Also, good
Feedback we
recommendation.
have given.
This is
That
good
voting
recommendation.
form, you just have to vote.
Yeah, would recommend everyone to vote. Let's light up the mood of the people and make this option.
Done? Now we have two results. I am very excited for the results. The most awaiting session of Toastmasters. Dug dug.
We can say,
Actually, it's done.
Is it tie between the topics?
Game tie between table topics. So, for the best role player award certificate goes to Toastmaster Shreya. And I would like to request to move tripod